So today I'm going to show you a very simple eye look with just 3 colors, 2 brushes, and then at the end I will tell you the #1 rule for applying makeup, eye makeup, foundation, any of it. So to start, I've already done my foundation and I put my eyebrows on for the most part. That's all I've done, foundation and eyebrows. And the 2 brushes that I recommend having are a really good all over eyeshadow brush. So I'm using this one. It's not too fluffy, but it's fluffy enough to blend your colors. And then the other one that I'm going to use is called an eye crease brush. Now this eye crease brush may look different than some other eye crease brushes that you see at stores or online. I don't know if you can tell, this one is angled and it's thin. It's not super thick and it's not super fluffy. The bristles are pretty dense, and that's important for getting the shape in your crease that I'm going to show you. If you don't have one that's shaped like this, that's okay. There's a stamping method I use that this angle is really helpful for, but you don't have to have that. If you have one maybe that looks like this is actually a smudger brush, but it has dense bristles that kind of come to a point, and that's fine too. However, if it's super fluffy and has really long bristles, then it may not be the best one to use for this. Those fluffy ones are better for blending, and we're gonna be doing our blending with this. So you still need one that's got compact bristles to make that shape, that accent color shape that I'm going to show you. So those are the 2 brushes. I'm going to start with the all over eyeshadow brush, and we're only using 3 colors, so I'll show you here. We have 2 matte shadows, matte meaning they don't have any shimmer in it, and then 1 shimmer color. So the ones that I'm going to use are just, you see my bean can that's holding up my phone. We're just going to use, let me do it this way, the colors on the top row here, these purpley colors. Now, when it comes to colors, you can do this technique with any batch of colors. I'm just using purple ones because I feel like it's going to show up on camera a little better, but you could do it with earth tones, blues, grays, anything that you want. So I'm using a mid-tone, and a mid-tone is just a medium shade. It's not super light, it's not super dark, it's right in the middle, and it blends everything together. Then we're going to use an accent color, and that's the darkest shade. And then I really like, for this purpose, for this look, I like to have a medium color that's shimmery. And I really feel like the shimmer adds a nice effect at the end and blends everything together really well. So a mid-tone that's flat, that's matte, no shine, an accent color that's matte, and then 1 mid-tone shimmery color. So we're going to start with the mid-tone. This one's Soft Heather. And I'm just going to take it and go all over my lid up to, I'm going to start blending it out right about here. I'm not going to go all the way up to my eyebrow. And I always recommend starting with just a little bit and then add more. I'm using Chroma Fusion eyeshadow. It's long wearing, 12-hour lasting, lasts for 12 hours. It's blendable and buildable, so you can start with a little, and if you want more intense color, then you can add more. See the difference so far? And I'm not going all the way up. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And I'm kind of making it round. If you notice the way I'm moving the brush back and forth like a rainbow as I go up. And then just blend the edges, the very edges, like that. And that's it for that color. So then I'm going to use the crease brush and put it in the darkest shade. This is Merlot. And I'm just gonna tap a little bit like that because this is a very pigmented color. So you can do two things with this. You can make a round shape like C's. One's gonna be a C, one's gonna be a backward C. Right here around the outside of your eyelids. But what I'm gonna do is actually use the stamping method. I'm gonna kind of stamp it more like a V because I like the way it kind of elongates your eyes when you do it that way. So that's what I'm going to show you. But you can totally just do it in a curve, a semicircle shape. So stamping means I'm just going to take, because of the shape of my brush and the bristles being so compact, I'm just going to push like that. Maybe blend it a little bit to get that initial shape. And it looks harsh, but we're gonna blend it all together. So then I'm gonna make the other part of that V up toward my crease. I'll do that on the other side too while we're at it. And it doesn't have to be totally symmetrical. Close will work. And now that I have that basic shape, then I'm going to use the same brush to soften those lines a little bit. And the more you do it, the faster you'll be able to do it. I'm taking my time to make sure I'm showing you the right way. But you can keep doing this. The more you go over it, the more you're going to blend it out, and the less harsh those lines are going to be, if you can see the difference. This side's blended, that side's not blended, and then we're going to put another shade over that later that's really going to soften it up. So now I'm going to go and soften the edges of this side. And as you do it, you're kind of pulling the color a little bit further over. You notice when I first did it, it was a very short line, and as I blend it, it goes halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way across my eyelid. I really think just in those two steps, you can tell a difference. And then here's where the magic happens. That's what I say. We're going to put this shimmery color. Pretty much we're going to start and kind of cover that dark Merlot that we just put on in the V shape, and then blend it out over top of everything that we put on our eyelid so far. It's such a soft color, and it will really blend that mid-tone and that accent color. And then I like the way the shimmer, it's hard to tell on camera, but the way the shimmer adds that little bit of reflection over top and kind of makes it stand out just a little bit more. So I'm basically just putting that over top of what we just did, but because I'm using a fluffier brush, it's getting a more blended effect. So I'm just going over that, and then I'll come down here and just blend it all over top. It's not going to make it too dark, just going to combine it all, and then maybe even go just a little bit higher up here to blend it out to where we don't have any color. So if you can see the difference there, this one is basically finished, and this one is missing the last step. And again, when you do it in person, it makes a much bigger difference. So again, on this eye, I'm basically going over top of that darkest part, blending it out. So there's no harsh lines anywhere. Everything just fades from one color to the next, all the way into up here where we have no color at all. And that's actually it. Now to look a little bit different when I put the rest of my makeup on. I'm not going to do anything else with the eyes, but you know, when you put your eyeliner and your mascara on, that's when your eyes really pop. And then some blush and lipstick, which I haven't done either. Those are the 3 colors. You really don't have to do any more than that. I'm going to go ahead and show you one extra step though, in case you're feeling brave. If you want to go one step further, then we also have some areas that we haven't done anything with, right up here underneath our eyebrow and right in the corner of your eye. So especially if you wear glasses like I do, having a highlight right here in the corners of your eye make them stand out more in general, but especially if you wear glasses, because our eyes kind of get hidden behind the glass. So I'm going to take a highlight color, and a highlight color could be matte or shimmery, and it's just lighter than all of the other shades. It's the lightest one. So in this case, if I'm showing you the bottom row, these bottom 3 colors, those are all examples of highlight colors. This one actually is kind of a pinky, and this is a very light ivory, and then this one is called Moonstone, and it has shimmer in it. So I'm actually going to use, you can use the same one for both, but I'm going to use the matte one right here. This is Blossom. It's the one that kind of has the pink. See the difference? It doesn't make a whole lot of difference when you look from one to the other, but when you have it finished with your mascara and your eyeliner and everything, it does. And then I'm going to take a very compact bristle brush. There's actually 2 different ones, but actually I won't even show you that one because I've already showed you this one. But you take those compact bristles. I'm going to put it in the shimmery one and right in the corner, inner corner, so that it catches the light. See that? Makes a big difference. Even on camera, you can tell a big difference. I'm going to do that over here. Right? And it may look a little dramatic right now, but once I put the eyeliner and the mascara on, it's going to look totally normal. So that's it for the eyeshadow, but I did promise you there is one rule when applying makeup, one major rule, and here it is. There are no rules. So there are guidelines. You'll see if you are older and you have wrinkly eyelids, sometimes it's recommended not to put shimmery eyeshadow on your eyelids because then it enhances the wrinkles. There are different techniques that are recommended for different shaped eyes. If you have eyes that are really close together or really far apart, there are recommendations for how to apply your eye makeup to enhance your eyes so they don't look like they're even closer than they already are or too far apart. But ultimately, there are no rules. No rules. There's no hard, fast rule that you have to do this or you have to do that or you can't do one application or another. It's whatever you like. And so don't feel discouraged when you're trying to do different makeup looks or eye looks, because it's a learning process for all of us, and practice makes progress. So the more you do it, the better you will get. And don't be worried about breaking any makeup rules because there just aren't any. So I hope that helps. I'd love to see your comments or pictures of you trying this technique. That would be awesome. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.